Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Journalist says Man United could sign Marcel Sabitzer permanently. Manchester United could sign Bayern Munich midfielder Marcel Sabitzer on a permanent deal this summer, according to Florian Plettenberg. The Austrian signed for the Red Devils on loan before the January transfer deadline, and he has already made 6 appearances across all competitions. Sabitzer has grown in confidence with every game at United, and Plattenberg claims that it's absolutely possible that he could join the club permanently. Bayern are likely to sanction Sabitzer's departure this summer. The club have a verbal agreement to sign Konrad Leimer on a free transfer as his replacement. Sabitzer was recruited by the Red Devils after the long-term injury sustained by Christian Eriksen. The Austrian has provided good cover from the number 8 role, but he has yet to make any goal contribution for United in his 6 appearances. Despite this, it has been reported that the club's hierarchy are impressed with his physicality. The final decision could depend on manager Erik Tanhaag. The Dutchman has his sights on landing a young midfielder in the next transfer window. It has been reported that he is still keen on Barcelona's Frankie de Jong. If Ten Hag succeeds in signing de Jong as well as Sabitzer, there could be a midfielder leaving from the current squad. Scott McTominay seems the likely candidate. Sabitzer, who was described as amazing by Luke Shaw, could be signed for 20 million euros. United could easily recoup the fee from the sale of McTominay. The Scot has been on the radar of Newcastle United, and they are likely to make a move for him. Alejandro Garnacho tipped for international call. Alejandro Garnacho has established himself as a regular in Manchester United's team this season, starting his 10th game of the season on Wednesday and scoring a crucial goal. Having been called into a preliminary Argentina squad last summer, he's being tipped to earn his first proper call-up in March's international break. World Cup winners Argentina are expected to turn to a youthful approach, and Marca report Garnacho is likely to be part of their upcoming selection. Manager Lionel Scaloni was scouted by Philo this week. We go to the merits, and if you are 17 years old and playing very well, and we believe that he has to be selected, he will be. Garnacho is still technically eligible to declare for Spain as he has not made his debut for Argentina yet. This is likely to further accelerate his call-up. The Manchester United winger has become a hot topic in Argentina over the past month. Argentine newspaper Ole wrote an opinion suggesting Garnacho needs some guidance, writing, "He will also have to be polished so that they only talk about him for what he plays." There was also praise from former Argentine player and manager Alfio Coco Basile, who won the Copa America twice as coach, told El Destape, "I love how he plays, he is talented." Argentine journalist Sebastian Vignolo was quoted by La Nation discussing the need to get Garnacho committed to the national team. He said, "Garnacho cannot escape us. You have to send someone to the house now." 1986 World Cup winner Oscar Ruggeri also spoke up in defense of Garnacho via La Nation, commenting, "You have to have more personality. When they have more personality, then Ruggeri joked of the need to ensure Garnacho chooses Argentina, adding, "Every once in a while, you have to go accompany him for a few days." While Garnacho was born in Madrid, he is eligible to represent Argentina through his parents, already making an impact at first team level. Garnacho is talented yet raw and could have a big future. A proper international call is the next step in his development. Fred hails important Casemiro after Man United's Cup triumph. Manchester United defeated Barcelona over 2 legs to seal their place in the last 16 of the Europa League and beat Newcastle United to win the Carabao Cup. They also edged past West Ham United to book their place in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, all with Casemiro in the side. The 31-year-old has been a brilliant acquisition since joining from Real Madrid last summer, staking a claim as the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League this season. He has been hailed by midfield partner Fred for being the best teammate. As per the Daily Mail, the Brazilian said, "I love to play with Casemiro. He is important to be a part of our squad. He is a big leader." The ex-Real Madrid man has made 34 appearances in all competitions, scoring 5 goals with 5 assists, missing only 5 games across the board. And while he is not captain, he does lead by example, showing teammates exactly why he played for Madrid last season. The 31-year-old has forged a formidable partnership with Fred, and United are third in the Premier League, with one trophy already sealed, so things look bright under Erik Tanhaag. Casemiro is first in the squad for tackles per game 3.2, joint second for interceptions per game 1.3, second for fouls 1 per game 1.1, joint third for assists 3, and fourth for passes made per game 49.4, so it's little wonder Fred praised his efforts. Per Football Today, United paid around £60 million to bring Casemiro from Madrid, but he's been worth every penny. He was instantly a regular in the starting lineup and has only missed games due to suspension, so the Brazilian is undoubtedly one of the signings of the season. Manchester United received loan offers for Mason Greenwood. Manchester United have received loan offers for striker Mason Greenwood from clubs in Turkey. The Telegraph report regarding Manchester United. At present, they have not pursued a deal. The Turkish transfer window was due to close on February 18 and was then extended by FIFA after the earthquake in the country, at request of the country's football federation. The loan deadline is March 5, with Mason Greenwood emerging as a target. The Telegraph report states Manchester United have received loan inquiries for Mason Greenwood from Turkish clubs and clubs with open transfer windows. Turkish outlet Photospor had last month linked Fenerbahce with a loan move. Mason Greenwood is currently suspended by Manchester United pending an internal investigation. Greenwood was arrested in January 2022 and subsequently charged over allegations made against him. These charges were dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service in February 2023. United's official statement read, "The club will now conduct its own process before determining next steps." There is no time scale on the investigation, but Greenwood is not expected to be considered to play this season for the club, if at all. The loan inquiry from Turkish clubs could in theory see Greenwood play again this season, but it looks unlikely the club will accept a loan move. A switch abroad might be the most appropriate next step for Greenwood to rebuild his career. However, Manchester United will want to continue carrying out the investigation before any decision is made. The Sun previously reported Greenwood would consider playing in China, with The Guardian reporting United staff are split over his future at the club. It was claimed by The Sun last week that Greenwood just recently held his first face-to-face meeting with the club bosses since the charges were dropped. Ajax forward Mohamed Kudus keen on reunion with Erik Tanhaag at Manchester United. Ghana international Mohamed Kudus is keen on a reunion with former Ajax head coach Erik Tanhaag at Manchester United, according to Football Insider. The Red Devils have already made contact with the 22-year-old. In order to scope out a potential deal, the Old Trafford side have discussed things with the forwards' representatives. In the upcoming transfer window, the Manchester-based club are expected to add strength and depth to their attack. The Dutch manager is eyeing a number of prospects in the Eredivisie. Kudus is currently tied down at Ajax until the summer of 2025. In order to acquire the Ghana international signature, United will have to offer more than £48 million. The 22-year-old signed for Ajax in the summer of 2020. Ten Hag mostly used the forward of the bench during his time in the Eredivisie outfit's dugout. However, in the current campaign, Kudus has become the talisman at Ajax. While the side from Holland have been underwhelming, the Ghanaian has found the back of the net 16 times in 32 appearances in all competitions. The 22-year-old also shone for his national side in the 2022 World Cup. In the group stages in Qatar, the forward scored twice against South Korea, but the Black Star were unable to qualify for the knockout rounds. In the summer of 2022, United got a hold of Lisandro Martinez and Anthony from Ajax. The two have been pivotal to Ten Hag's plans in Manchester. The centre-back has especially become a key member of the starting lineup. Therefore, it would seem wise to bring another player from Ajax to the club next summer, but will the Red Devils make a move for Kudus? Only time will tell. Chelsea and Manchester United interested in Borussia Dortmund shot stopper Gregor Kobel. Manchester United, along with the Premier League rivals Chelsea, are interested in Borussia Dortmund goalkeeper Gregor Kobel, according to Swiss daily newspaper Blick via Inside Football. The Red Devils have their eyes on the 25-year-old. However, it remains to be seen whether either the Old Trafford side or the Blues will make a move for the Switzerland international in the coming months. Kobel signed for BVB in the summer of 2021 from Stuttgart. Subsequently, the 25-year-old took over from Roman Burki to become the first choice at the Bundesliga Giants. The Swiss national has been impressive at the Signal Iduna Park side. He has made 25 appearances in all competitions in the current campaign, conceding 22 goals and keeping 12 clean sheets. At the moment, Chelsea have two established goalkeepers in their ranks. Kepa has found himself in between the sticks on a regular basis of late. However, the Spain international has been inconsistent during his time at the Stamford Bridge side. The Blues also have Edouard Mendy in their ranks. In the 2021 campaign, the Senegal international helped the West London club lift the Champions League title under Thomas Tuchel. However, in recent months, the 31-year-old has fallen down the pecking order. At United, David De Gea has been the number one for some time now. The Spaniard has retained his place under Erik Tanhaag as well. The shot-stopper's performances over the last two seasons have been immense for the Red Devils. However, the 32-year-old is in the final few months of his current contract. On the bench, the Old Trafford side have the likes of Tom Hitton and Jack Butland to call upon, but Jack Butland is currently available on loan basis. Therefore, when he departs, we will evidently need to bolster the goalkeeping department. However, will the Manchester-based club opt to sign Kobel? Only time will tell. Erik ten Hag could finally sign Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag could finally sign Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong this summer after the comments from La Liga president Javier Tebas. Ten Hag was keen on a reunion with his former Ajax star last summer. United agreed to pay an initial fee of £63 million for the 25-year-old, but he refused to accept terms. This proved a blessing in disguise for United, as they signed Casemiro from Real Madrid instead. The Brazilian has been superb with his defensive and offensive contributions. Ahead of the summer, it has been reported that Ten Hag is still interested in pursuing de Jong, and United have been handed a big boost due to the Blaugrana's financial concerns. The La Liga outfit managed to overcome their woes with financial levers last summer, but Tebas has now insisted that the club won't be allowed to spend without player sales. In a press conference in London, Tebas said that Barcelona need to lower their wage bill by £177 million and would only be permitted to spend 40% of money raised from a future sale. United had a poor end to the 21-22 Premier League campaign as they finished 6th in the standings and 13 points adrift of the Champions League positions. Despite the appointment of Ten Hag, de Jong was not tempted by a reunion. The situation could change this summer with United in the ascendancy under Ten Hag. The club recently ended their 6-year trophy drought by winning the Carabao Cup and are still on course to win more silverware before the end of the campaign. United are also in a strong position to qualify for next season's Champions League. If they manage to do so, this should further boost their chances of signing de Jong. Barcelona were open to selling him last summer, despite Xavi's plan to keep him, and we won't be surprised if they share the same stance at the end of the season. De Jong, who has been described as extraordinary by Xavi, could be tempted to join United this time around, but his deferred wages of £18 million need to be settled first. The 25-year-old would provide an upgrade in United's midfield with his strong distribution and key passes. He would be the perfect foil for Casemiro next season. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.